What's it? Oh, coach, you on your way to the gym?
No, I'm coming home from the gym.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot, man, I done got my times mixed up. I ain't gonna keep you long. Just wanted your thoughts on the fight.
You're right.
Yeah, I wanted to get your thoughts on Tszyu and Tszyu-Harrison the other night.
I think that it was a pretty good fight up until, Tony has the tendency to, he die out a little bit. And I think that he hasn't been the same fighter, unfortunately, since he fought Jermell. I think those two fights were very hard. Fight back to back. A lot of times, fights like that take a lot out of you. So he wasn't the same individual. And, say a year or two earlier, before Jermell, it would have been different. But, I think that Tszyu, I'm sure, I remember, I think that he fought amateur during the same time he fought. So you kind of saw him come up.
Yeah.
And you know what his potential really is. And I think that sometimes, hey, man, some people kind of die out before others. So I think that, Tszyu, not to take anything away from him, he's a pretty good fighter, but I think at the same time, I think that a different Tszyu-Harrison would have been a different result.
Yeah, absolutely. I got one more question for you. Now let Kel take over. When you watched the fight the other night, was there anything new that you saw from Tszyu that you hadn't seen over, the course of his career?
Nah. I think he's a very aggressive fighter. I think that he's I think he's aggressive. I think that, but if you think, because you look at the level of competition, because it's all about building and developing fighters, and building fighters is what they do in most foreign countries. I think that he hasn't faced anybody similar to Jermell. So, I think that, that's a good thing for us, I believe.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Kel.
But I think that he's a good fighter.
Yeah, Coach. So looking at that, now knowing exactly and getting a good glimpse at Tszyu in this fight, when you look at Jermell, do you take stuff from this fight in particular, since it's a common opponent, and kind of give a different aspect of the game plan? Because now you guys have more time, right? So do you take something from this fight and be like, okay, we can rework stuff in our game plan to be even more prepared?
Well, I think that it gives you a different perspective, in the sense that you see him fighting, and really we don't base off the similar comp, because he's not the same person.
Yeah,
that's not the same Tszyu-Harrison. He still talks the same situation, but he's not the same talent wise. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not. It wasn't the same situation really, and I never really based it off that. I just watch him and see what he does, how he reacts, or what the punches he throws, and things of that nature. So not so much about the similar competition, because it wasn't, but I just watched tendencies and habits, and when he moves here, what does he do when he moves there? So it's like you create an idea of what they do.
Couple more questions for you, Coach, then we're gonna let you go. I am a firm believer that the rematch with Castano was very necessary for Jermell Charlo and his improvement and his maturation in the ring. Do you agree with that?
No doubt. I think that it was needed, because it was like the draw was what it was. But the rematch was all about separating himself from Castano and any other idea of how he was on the same level. We needed that, because I saw in the first fight that Castano, Jermell was hurt.
Oh, we got knocked out. Oh, man. You called in too soon.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, Billy?
Hey, guys, how you doing?
So here's the thing.
Doing, Shawn?
I'm going to explain this to the audience real quick, because we're not going to cut this or anything. So Billy Dibb is our motivational guest for today.
Sir.
What's up, Billy? How you feeling?
I'm doing good, Shawn. Hey.
We are going to. There he goes.
There he goes.
All right, one more question. Yeah, we got you knocked out by our other guest. One more question for you, then we'll let you go. How healthy is Charlo right now, and when do you expect this fight to happen?
Well, he's getting back healthy, man. It's all about his hand. It's all about therapy. I'm not for sure as the actual date. I mean, it's something between them and Al Heyman. They just come back, and tell me what it is. I mean, and then we go from there. So I'm not for sure about that actual thing.
Yeah.